Use your mobile phone as an asset. Use your mobile phone as an asset. Don't let it become the liability of your success. Don't let it become the liability of your success. With such a valuable thought, a very warm welcome in the class of accounts standard 11th. Today we will start up with chapter number 3, and the name of the chapter is Introduction to Goods and Services Tax. In short, we will call it as GST. So, are you ready for GST? What is GST? Different taxes of central government and state government are withdrawn, and goods and services are covered under one tax. This tax is known as GST. So, the central and the state government has withdrawn all the direct, indirect, different sorts of taxes, and now has introduced only a single tax, which is now known as GST, that is Goods and Services Tax. Tax which is applicable on supply of goods and services is known as GST. जो टैक्स गुड्स और सर्विसेज के ऊपर लगाया जाता है उसे हम जीएसटी कहेंगे. GST is a mandatory requirement. Hence, primary, theoretical and practical explanation is given in this regard. For better understanding of the subject elements of accounts, practical illustrations and questions are covered exclusive of GST in our further chapters when we will move ahead. Practically how it is implemented is illustrated in few of the illustrations, and even the questions are based on GST given in your textbook. So now let us focus on the history of GST. GST was first and primarily introduced by Vajpayee government in the year 2000. Union Budget 2006-7 announced application of GST from 1st April 2010. The bill regarding GST in Lok Sabha was passed on 6th May 2015, and the bill was passed in Rajya Sabha on 3rd August 2016. Finally, GST was implemented from July 2017 all across India. As in definition or the term GST, it was very clearly mentioned that all the indirect taxes levied by central government or state government are now removed, and only the single tax GST is introduced. There were different sorts of taxes levied by central, state and union territories. Central sales tax, central excise duty, value added tax, that was VAT, purchase tax, entertainment tax, sales tax. All these different sorts of taxes were levied, but now onwards only a single tax, that is GST, is to be implemented on supply of goods and services. What are the special features of GST? The first one and the basic is one tax. Goods and services are covered under single tax only. Tax collection on supply. To stop the doubling of the taxes, this was introduced. So, tax is collected on supply of goods and completion of services only. Now the next comes is GST Council. All the regulations and operations of GST are done under GST Council. Who are the members in GST Council? From each and every state there is one representative in GST Council. That means हर एक राज्य का, हर एक स्टेट का एक एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इस काउंसिल के अंदर शामिल होगा. The Finance Minister of India serves the seat as Chairman of GST Council. Students, you all might be knowing who is the current Finance Minister. The current Finance Minister is Nirmala Sitharaman. So, she is the chairperson or the chairman of GST Council. Now, the next comes is GST rates. All the rates are recommended only and only by GST Council. Import and GST. Imports of goods and services are treated as interstate supply. Now, what is the meaning of interstate supply? The supply of goods and services out of the state. Say for example, Gujarat to Maharashtra. That is interstate supply. So, import of goods and services are treated as interstate. Next comes is input tax credit. Now, the GST which is paid during purchasing is deducted when those particular goods are sold, whether it may be goods or services. परचेस करने के टाइम पे जीएसटी पे कर दिया है तो सेल्स के टाइम पे उसे डिडक्शन मिलेगा. मूविंग फर्दर, द नेक्स्ट कम्स इज टैक्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. अ प्रॉपर चैनल फॉर द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हैज बीन क्रिएटेड अंडर दिस टैक्स. नेक्स्ट इज टैक्स डिटर्मिनेशन. Which sorts of goods and services are being supplied? Accordingly, the tax is to be determined under this system. The next comes is predetermined tax structure. Already the tax structure is being decided. All the slabs are ready, so it becomes easy for the businessman and even for the governments. Taxes are applicable according to that structure. 5 GST Acts. Now the 5 GST Acts are CGST Act, SGST Act, UTGST Act, IGST Act, the GST Compensation Cess Act. All this is being described further in detail. Next comes is uniformity. All the rules, regulations, procedures, laws, all are similar across the country so that the uniformity can be maintained. Now, here are the types of GST. The first comes as SGST, that is State Goods and Service Tax. Goods and services pertaining or relating to the states are being covered under this. The next is CGST, Center Goods and Service Tax. Goods and services pertaining or relating to the central government are covered under this. Next is IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax. Provisions pertaining to supply of goods or services or both that are other than own state or union territories are covered under this. That means if the supply of goods and services is interstate, that means from one state to another, then this IGST is applicable. Now, these are the three types of basic types of GST which practically you students will apply in your questions and illustrations. Other than these three, there are two more, that is UTGST, that is Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. All the provisions relating to union territories are covered under this. And one more, and the fifth type of GST or act is the GST Compensation Cess Act. Now, why this act has been framed by the government? Due to the implementation of GST, those states who are having loss of tax collections, for their compensation, this act is formed. That means now the central government is not in that readiness कि गुजरात आगे हो जाए कि महाराष्ट्र आगे हो जाए. से फॉर एग्जांपल गुजरात में टैक्स कलेक्शन कम आ रहा होगा तो महाराष्ट्र से कंपनसेट होकर आएगा. दैट मींस ओवरऑल सबका डेवलपमेंट होना सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने डिसाइड किया है. द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, those who are having less tax collection will be compensated with that same amount. This was under the GST Compensation Cess Act. Let us move further. Supply of goods or services or both. The terminology of supply is used in place of rule of goods and services or both. Goods, services और both नहीं बोल के यहाँ पे ये लोग वर्ड या टर्म यूज करते हैं, दैट इज सप्लाई. द सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स और सर्विसेज और बोथ आर सप्लाइड विद इन द स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरी और आउटसाइड द स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरी. हाउ इट वर्क्स? इफ इट इज, स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज मेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस पॉइंट, विद इन ओन स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरी, गुजरात में ही गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को सप्लाई कर रहा है, देन इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज इंट्रा स्टेट. ओके. एंड इफ गुजरात और महाराष्ट्र एक दूसरे के साथ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज का सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, देन इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज इंटर स्टेट सप्लाई. विच सॉर्ट्स ऑफ टैक्सेस आर लेविड अंडर इंट्रा स्टेट सप्लाई? देयर आर टू taxes. The first comes is Central Goods and Service Tax, that is CGST, and the next is SGST, State Goods and Services Tax. These two taxes are leviable under intra-state. That means within own state or union territory. And which taxes are leviable under interstate? That means there are two different states coming into the transactions. So the tax which is leviable is Integrated Goods and Service Tax, that is IGST. So please students make note of this chart. This is very important from the viewpoint of illustrations and questions. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि this is inter transaction or intra supply. If it will be intrastate, then 2 CGST and SGST, and if it will be interstate, then it will be Integrated Goods and Services Tax, that is IGST. Moving further, here is the table showing acquisition or supply of goods or services, or consider both. Now please pay attention. First we will do only point number 1, that is acquire karna. Acquisition means to purchase. What we are purchasing? We are purchasing goods or services, or we can consider both. Now supply within own state और union territory. आपको मैंने पहले भी बताया था, अगर within the state अपन कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे क्या वर्ड यूज किया जाएगा? इंट्रा स्टेट सप्लाई. That it will be input CGST and the another will be input SGST or UTGST. Now why here the word input has been utilized? Because the businessman is purchasing goods or services. So यहाँ पे इनपुट CGST और इनपुट SGST यूज करेंगे. और अगर हम परचेज कर रहे हैं इंटर स्टेट, दैट इज आउटसाइड द स्टेट, जहां पे दो स्टेट्स एक दूसरे की ट्रांजैक्शन में आ रहे हैं, देन इट विल बी ओनली अ सिंगल टैक्स, दैट इज नोन एज IGST, और उसके आगे यूज किया जाएगा इनपुट बिकॉज ऑफ एक्विजिशन ऑफ गुड्स. नाउ व्हाट इफ we have acquired, if we have purchased, now it's the time to sell those particular goods. Now please concentrate on point number 2, supply, that is sale of goods or services or both. If we are doing within the own state or union territory, that is intra-state, then the word used is output, just because of sale CGST, and the another will be output SGST. and if we are doing within the outside the state or union territory, the word will be output IGST. जब इंटर स्टेट होता है तो एक ही टैक्स लेवी होता है, ये हमने आगे वाले चार्ट में पढ़ा. The only single tax is IGST if it is interstate, and अगर इंट्रा है तो CGST हो सकता है. CGST तो होगा ही होगा. फिर वो अपन को देखना है कि वो स्टेट है कि यूनियन टेरिटरी है. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स जाएगा जाएगा और जाएगा. साथ में हम स्टेट के साथ ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं कि यूनियन टेरिटरी के साथ, वो डिपेंड करेगा. प्लीज नोट हियर, इन ऑल सब्सिक्वेंट चैप्टर्स above stated terminologies are used in the context of GST. Students should carefully study these. I'm repeating it again for one more time. For intra-state supply, SGST is applicable, while for intra-union territory supply, that is UTGST, is applicable. For the transactions between state or union territories and other state or union territory, that is interstate, IGST is applicable. ये चीज आप लोगों को बहुत माइंड में रखनी है कि विद इन या आउटसाइड. अगर विद इन तो हम उसे इंट्रा कहेंगे. जैसे ही इंट्रा आएगा तो CGST तो आएगा ही आएगा, उसके साथ SGST हो सकता है या फिर UTGST हो सकता है. और अगर आउटसाइड दी स्टेट कर रहे हैं तो इंटर वर्ड याद रखना है. इंटर स्टेट सप्लाई, दैट मींस आउटसाइड द स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरी, तो उसके लिए एक ही एक टैक्स लेवी किया जाता है, दैट इज IGST, इंटीग्रेटेड गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स. मूविंग फर्दर, goods and services are covered under one indirect tax, that is GST. This is the concluding statement what I am giving to you people. जो सारे goods and services एक ही टैक्स के अंडर में कवर होते हैं उसे हम GST कहते हैं. Next one is very important. The range of GST rate is between 0% to 28%. There are few commodities जिसके ऊपर कुछ भी GST नहीं लगता है और बाकी का शेड्यूल is being displayed in your textbook. But the range is between 0% to 28%. This is important from the viewpoint of objective as well. So students, this was all about the theory and primary introduction about GST. Whensoever we will start up with the practical sums, you will know how to calculate GST and sums. So your today's task is go through with your textbook thoroughly. From page number 56 of textbook, solve only question number 1 and 2 in your accounts fair notebook. In our next class, we will start up with chapter 4, journal. Till then, study well. All the very best. Keep your work updated. Thank you for listening.